Hey everybody, Matt Geertz from Geertz Capital Investment. I just wanted to turn on my camera and just do a little bit of an unscripted ramble. I have an idea what I want to talk to you about, but just the idea of work-life balance and trying to get what we want out of this real estate business and not going insane in the process. And I've learned the hard way. I've been going a little insane. I'm here in London at my nicely renovated Airbnb property. I've owned this place for a couple of years. It's been running as a 5-star Airbnb for about a year now. And I've never actually stayed in it after it was fully furnished. I've had a really good time here the last 24 hours. It's been very relaxed, super quiet. And the reason why I'm here is to get a little bit of work done. So the last couple of months, I've been on parental leave. So, parental leave means you're not at your job, means you got all the time in the world, you're gonna get a ton of work done, real estate investing is gonna be so easy. I can't get anything done. Maybe I spend too much time with my family, which is a crazy thing to say, but the truth is I haven't reached a status of financial freedom yet. I need to keep up the grind. So I've spent a couple of months. Carter is now 2.5 months old. My daughter Megan is 3.5 years old, and both of them need a lot of attention, just relentless attention. Relentless is a wonderful word to describe Megan. She's a beautiful, relentless child. So full of energy, so full of love. She needs the attention. She just wants to play all the time. So I love it. I'm at home. I'm playing with her. Life is good. We're spending time out in the forest. You've seen my other videos, perhaps, of us, going for a run in the woods and that kind of thing. And all the while, I'm just not getting any work done. And even earlier this week, which I think was maybe a bit of a breaking point. My plan was to get a good night's sleep. Lindsay was going to take care of Carter overnight. I'd get a really good night's sleep, and then I'd kind of separate myself from everybody and get some work done. Sit down with a laptop, spend a couple of weeks of just kind of getting caught up with family and the kids, and Megan was sick, and I was sick, and Lindsay was starting to feel a little sick. Luckily, Carter's been good, maybe just a little sniffle here and there, but he's been all good. But I'm not getting anything done. So, I was supposed to get a good night's rest, supposed to get a good day's work in, and instead of getting up when my alarm goes off at 8:30 or 9, it was going to be a nice casual morning. Lindsay's got the kids, it's all good. 6 o'clock in the morning, Lindsay comes in. She's sick as a dog. She apologizes unnecessarily. Like, come on, you got to take care of family first, right? And she says she's got to get some sleep. I got to take care of the kids. So great, that's fine. So I go out. I take care of Carter. Megan gets up in the morning. Attention. I got the laptop on the table. And that day I learned a huge lesson. When you've got the laptop on the table and you're taking care of the kids, you suck at work and you suck at taking care of the kids. You just can't do both. You can't split your attention 50-50. 8 hours of laptop and kids. I got 15 minutes worth of work done, and I drove Megan nuts. And it was super stressful. Just trying to do the work while trying to parent, nothing works. Nothing happens. It just doesn't work that way. So that's partly why I'm here. That's why I'm here. So it took a couple extra days for Lindsay to feel well enough that I could kind of check out. So Lindsay's at home right now. I haven't been there for 24 hours. I'm on my way back there after going to look at another house here in London. And I was able to just, for one thing, just breathe and enjoy some peace and quiet. This house is amazingly quiet. It's on a one-way street. There's no traffic going by. The loudest thing here is the furnace, and it's quieter than my furnace at home. So it has been wonderful to get some quiet and spend some time on the laptop, make some phone calls to set up appointments to show a unit, get through a contract to rent this place out to somebody, do a kitchen design that I've been meaning to get done for 2 weeks. It's holding up a project. So just a ton of work has got done in the last 24 hours. It's been fantastic. I totally missed the kids. I missed Lindsay, and I'm really looking forward to an evening going home tonight, and I've got nothing booked. No work is going to happen tonight. So the lesson learned was work or family, not work and family. So talking about work-life balance, I've been thinking about this a lot after this realization that you just can't do it all. at once. You can't do it all at once. And I was kind of thinking there's kind of like try to create that balance in kind of, you know, three different stages, right? Like the big terms, thinking in terms of the year, in terms of life, um, how to create balance there, and then on a smaller scale, you know, how to create balance within the month or within the week, and then on a really tight scale, how to create balance like within a day or an afternoon. And the idea of creating balance within a day, you can't do both at once. That was the big lesson that I learned. So, you know, put the laptop away and play with the kids, or step away from the family to do work. I got to do that. That's the only way that I can get work done. In the bigger scheme, in the week and month kind of scheme, I've been thinking about, you know, when we visit family now. You know, I don't have a job to go to on Monday. We can visit for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days if we want to, and that might just change the pace of what a visit is like. You know, it's not drive 4 hours and, you know, crash on the couch the whole next day because it's Saturday and you just drove all that time, and then Sunday get up and go, and it's not as fulfilling a visit as I'd like it to be. I don't have the energy for the kids again when I'm doing that kind of stuff. I don't have the energy for my parents or for Lindsay's parents, so I feel kind of dragged out the whole time, and I just want more energy. So, you know, I think that having, you know, longer family visits is something that we can start to attend to, right? The whole point of this real estate thing is family. For me, right, I'm not trying to be a multimillionaire. I'm just trying to create that financial freedom so that I can do more with the family, my immediate family, my extended family, and kind of get out there and do more of that stuff. So, you know, in terms of what the schedule is going to look like for a month, you know, there's going to be some times where I have to work where I'm not going to be spending all that much, you know, as much time with family. You know, break up the day so that there's work time and family time. But then as well, you know, spend some time 4 or 5 days at a time with visiting family with no work. And you know, now that I've seen that, I'm really looking forward to getting that kind of thing in. And then looking at the big scheme, the full year, the lifelong balance thing, I'm thinking about how I can do that sort of thing. And to me, it's things like exactly what I'm doing with this property, where I'm going to try to rent out this whole property to somebody who's going to run an Airbnb. So I'm not going to run an Airbnb. Too much time. I ain't got time for that. I've barely got time to do the business that I'm working on right now. So, you know, the more that I can do to eliminate work through outsourcing, through hiring, through selling properties and converting that into private lending, eliminating the types of properties that require too much work, the major rehabs, try to find deals that are a little bit meatier, and wholesale them, because wholesaling is just not a whole lot of work for the money. I think those are the things that I'm going to need to produce that work-life balance that I'm looking for, that time freedom, and as well looking forward into the year and not thinking, you know, I'm so busy now, how could I possibly make big plans? But instead make big plans and then get busy trying to figure out how to afford them. I think that that's another change that I need to make. We're talking about doing a trip down to Florida. My parents go down to Florida for 4 months at a time. Maybe me and Lindsay aren't on the same page with going for, you know, like a month or something like that, but at least we can get a couple weeks in. We have never taken a 2-week vacation. The biggest vacation we've ever taken is 4 days. It's work and grind and grind and grind all the time. So, you know, we're talking about just separating from everything, put everything on autopilot for a couple of weeks, and hopefully that goes well. I have read before in a couple of books, I want to say Clockwork was a really good book about this. It was about this notion that if you schedule time away, as that time approaches, you're going to have to figure out how to keep your stuff running while you're gone. You're going to have to figure out how to not be the one answering the phone all the time, how to not be the one coming up with the answers all the time when somebody has questions. You know, I'm going to be available, I'm going to have email, but I'm going to be in Florida. I'm going to want to be at the beach. I'm not going to want to be, you know, calling people and getting quotes and all that stuff. I need to systematize these things and get them out of the way, because the priority is not the houses. The priority is not maximum profit. The priority for me is that time with family, the vacation, getting away, and anything else that I can do to create that sense of freedom and get the weight off my chest. You know, those couple of days where everybody's sick and I'm trying to get work done and it's impossible. It is stressful, and I don't have a job right now. I'm on parental leave. I shouldn't be stressed. That's not the way it's supposed to work. So for all of you getting ready to jump ship and get out of your job and start doing real estate full time, if you got families at home, like, you know, listen to this video, play it over. Find ways that you can create time separation between the work and the family. And like this joint's given me a little bit of actual physical separation. Even in the future, if I gotta rent this place for $100, maybe that's worth it. Maybe it's worth it to separate and be able to just sit down and get 12 hours worth of work done, so that the next day I feel lighter off my chest and feel more freedom to focus on the family, to keep my phone in the other room on the charger, keep the laptop closed, and just not even look at it, not worry about it, not think about it. Knowing full well that I've got a good chunk of work done, and I've got systems developed so that other people are taking care of things unless it's an emergency. So that's kind of what I've been thinking about lately in terms of time freedom and family, and still being able to afford the life by actually getting some work done and reducing the stress of trying to fight work and family. Like fighting work and family is really stressful because I don't really want to do work. I just want the time with the family, but I need to do the work to have the time with the family. So I would love to hear if anybody has any tips. Help me out. I need it. Please, if you can tell me some ways to have that family time. You see a lot of people talking about the grind, putting in the 90 hours a week. This has been a family video so far, but fuck that. I don't want 90 hours a week. I don't want the grind, right? You see all kinds of videos of no offense, you guys are in a fantastic position, but these like 20 something single dudes living in a house with a bunch of other grinders, you know who you are. I love you, but I can't do that, man. I can't work that way. I can't live that way. The wife and the kids take priority. But I gotta figure out a way to do that while keeping my sanity and getting a little bit of sleep now and then. So any tips that you've got, if you've got kids at home and you're kicking ass in real estate, or you're kicking ass in whatever your business is, whatever it be, if you're managing to keep your time management in good order, I want to know like what apps are you using, what processes are you using, who did you hire first, what do you outsource, what can I do to free up more time, so that I don't have to do these little escapes, or maybe this is the right way to do it, is just do these little escapes to get work done. Yeah, let me know what you got. I really look forward to it. So Matt Geertz from Geertz Capital Investment. I'll talk to you later.